Okay. Faraz Ahmed says, I listened to you a time ago. Today I saw you are live. That time you talk about aliens, solar storms, and self sufficient villages. What are your stance now? By the way, your opinions are positive and kind. Thank you very much, Faraz Ahmed ji. Um, yes, well, I don't know so much about solar storms. At that time, I had heard, and I think it was true, that uh, not only our sun, but all stars go through certain changes and go through certain things like having what we call a solar storm, or maybe it was called a solar flare or something, and they release a large amount of energy suddenly. And so some people were saying that is coming soon, and that will destroy all the electronics on our planet. So the whole internet would go down, computers would go down, and everything that depends on the chips, everything that depends on the silicon chips would stop functioning properly. So, therefore, obviously, we need to have our self sufficient villages because if that happened, then the whole transportation system, which has now become so dependent also on computer technologies, that would be disrupted. So, we would need to get food from some close by place. So, yes, I still say we should definitely promote self sufficient villages and local food. Everyone should have a source of food nearby, um, which primarily means a self sufficient village. Yes. Then the other point you said is I was talking about aliens. So I think about aliens, I definitely would say I'm not sure. Of course, I don't like to call them aliens, because they're not aliens. They're not foreign to us. They're really our brothers and sisters, our space brothers and sisters. That's what I call them. So I don't remember exactly what I may have said that you're referring to, but I definitely emphasized uh, some time ago a the importance of growing our own food. And I think it's becoming more obvious now as the whole economy in the world is getting more and more disrupted. We should have sources of food nearby us. That's what self sufficient villages means. So, and as far as what you call aliens or what I call our space brothers and sisters, I'm learning much, much more about them. And this is very, very enlivening topic to me because I've learned that there are many very, very good extraterrestrial races who are with us, supporting us, and who are here. That is, they may be even underground. There are some races that live within our planet who are very good races, and they're not like us human beings, but they are very good, friendly beings, and they are some of them are now orbiting the Earth. They have motherships or space stations that are orbiting the Earth. They're watching. They're observing what is happening. They're very, very interested, and the good ones are very interested in supporting us and helping us, and they are doing it. And of those races, which I didn't know about, not very much. I knew a little bit, but not very much. But the race of my extraterrestrial mother, who, when I was 9 years old, I met a lady who was not human. Her ears were on the top of her head, but I didn't know much about her species. But recently I've learned, and I think they're the same species as my extraterrestrial mother, who I met first when I was 9. They are called the Urmah, and they are actually large cats. They say like tigers and lions, and they are they look very much like our lions and tigers on our planet. They're a little bit bigger. In fact, some of them are 3 meters or 10 meters tall. They look like tigers and lions and leopards and jaguars and different uh, species of large cats, but they're a little bit larger. They may be as much as 3 meters or 10 feet tall. That's what I've been told. So those extraterrestrial brothers and sisters, those space brothers and sisters, they're very, very powerful and very, very good, very ethical. So I was very happy to learn about them. And of course, there are many, many other species from all over the solar system, all over the galaxy, all over the universe. There are millions and billions of planets in our solar system where there is intelligent life. And not solar system, excuse me, our galaxy. There are millions and billions of stars in our galaxy, and there are uh, most stars have planets that are inhabited by extraterrestrial beings. So those stars are each one of those planets, most of the stars have planets that are inhabited by intelligent life. And then there are millions of people, maybe billions of people like on ours, uh, on each planet. So that's just our galaxy. But there are millions and billions of galaxies. So how many types? And they can travel not only from star to star, but from galaxy to galaxy. People have been traveling for a long time. So um, yes, let me just conclude again this very good question, my answer to it. Um, I still believe that self-sufficient villages are very important. I still believe there are things like solar storms, but I can't remember just what I said then, but I did have an idea once. It's very possible. There could be a solar storm which would disrupt all the electronics. I don't think that way now. I don't think that's going to happen. It can happen, but I don't think it's about to happen. I'm quite sure of that. I may be wrong, but I'm quite sure that that solar storm that was going to disrupt, which may have been destined, it may have been on the schedule, because these things happens by a schedule. I understand that all stars, they go through certain cycles, and one of the cycles is that they every now and then excuse me, they give off a big burst of energy, and that can be called a solar storm. And those solar storms certainly can and do uh, influence their solar system, their planets in the planets in their solar system. So a few years ago, I was of the opinion that that could be happening, but now I think it's not going to happen. It's certainly not. If it happens, it's going to be modified, or its destructive influence will be reduced by positive and powerful supporters of ours who are as we call extraterrestrials. We may call them angels, we may call them whatever we want, space brothers and sisters, but I think they've actually been doing that. They've been preventing that solar storm from being so destructive and causing a total end of the electronics on our planet. They're protecting us from that. Okay, so very good question. Thank you, Paraz Ahmed. So now